How's it going, Flammers? It's RJ TheNotAdam here with my first video of 2015. Woo! Time to buckle down and finally get our shit together, right? Except we do this dance pretty much every year and to the exact same result. 60% of New Year's resolutions are forgotten by July. Why is that? Is it because New Year's resolutions are stupid? I know that Jess Lazama thinks so, but there's really nothing wrong with wanting to improve yourself. The only problem is you're probably going about it the wrong way. But don't worry, of course you have me here to help you. Dieting sucks. It just does. So you want to ditch the excess blubber. That's great. But starving yourself is not the answer. Sure, Gandhi did it, but he wasn't doing it so he could fit into a pair of skinny jeans. Yes, lowering your calorie intake will make you lose weight at first. But as time goes by, your body's gonna get used to getting by on fewer calories, which means that you'll either have to suffer that same diet for the rest of your life in order to stay the same weight, or go back to your old eating habits and be even worse than when you started off. The key is getting yourself into healthy habits that you can stick with for good. One of the best ways to start doing this is JERF, J-E-R-F, which stands for Just Eat Real Food. Go to your kitchen, open up your pantry and take something out. Turn that sucker around and read the label and look for the ingredients. Does it have ingredients that you cannot pronounce? If it does, throw it out. What the f is dextrose? Calcium carbonate? Sodium aluminum phosphate? I have no idea. Do you? Then why the f would you put it in your body? Does it have high fructose corn syrup? Get rid of it. Do any of the ingredient names end with the letters ATE or IDE? Boom. Gone. Repeat this process until you've gone through everything in your pantry. Then do the same thing with your refrigerator. Repeat this every time you shop for groceries. And if you're feeling really brave, you can visit the produce section. Sure, it may be fun to splurge on a special edition Game of Thrones miniature replica Iron Throne figurine for your awesome shelf, but too many impulse buys decimate your bank account like it's the Red Wedding, which can be extra problematic if you want to buy something big, or if an unexpected expense comes along. So you tell yourself that you'll start saving, but the problem is that you keep telling yourself that you'll start saving while still keeping up old habits. Then a year later, you'll be in the exact same spot. You almost have to trick yourself into being smarter with your money. Here is a great method. 10 before you spend. In other words, anytime you get paid from stripping or whatever it is that you do, immediately take 10% of whatever you earn and set it aside in a separate account. Then forget that that money exists in the first place. Force yourself to get by on that 90%. Do this for long enough and you will be absolutely shocked at how much you accumulate. Just try to keep it as out of sight and out of mind as possible. That way, if you ever truly have a rainy day, you will be prepared. Better yet, you will actually feel like you're an adult. This is another resolution that sounds great in theory, especially after you nursed your hangover on January 1st. Problem is, you get invited out again with your exact same friend group, and next thing you know, you're at it again. This may seem a little extreme, but just hear me out. The habit of drinking isn't just about getting buzzed. It's also about the experience of it. We train ourselves to drink in certain settings. Don't believe me? Try being the only person in a group of friends who doesn't have a drink in their hand. The key is to stop completely for 1 month, 30 days. Still go out and hang out with your friends, but instead of reaching for a vodka Red Bull, try a tonic and lime or juice instead. The goal is to get your brain to separate the act of drinking from the experience of drinking. Not to mention it'll give your body a break from all the abuse that it takes processing alcohol. And the best part about this resolution is that you can put it in place whenever you want. Anytime you feel yourself going over the edge. Just finished a wild weekend in Vegas? Then go ahead and give your liver the rest of the month off. God knows that poor little guy has earned it. You probably want to learn something new this year. Maybe it's a new language, maybe it's an instrument, maybe it's satanic witchcraft. I don't pretend to know your life. But now here's the problem with that. It's never, ever as easy as you think it's gonna be. You always start by making a valiant effort, and then life gets in the way. You're too busy with work and with trying to have a social life, and with the entire series of Friends being on Netflix. Next thing you know, all your free time evaporates, and you're no closer to learning Mandarin than the average schmo. What's up? But expecting yourself to pick up a new skill just right off the bat is kind of like trying to run a Tough Mudder race when you barely leave your house. So the trick is to exercise your brain. How do you do that? Instead of watching Lord of the Rings for the umpteenth time this weekend, try picking up a book instead. Or go online and start reading the news. Start doing crosswords or Sudoku or any other kind of puzzle. There are even sites out there that you can join that let you play games and improve your memory and all that stuff. The key is getting your brain used to new challenges and new ways of thinking. That way, once you actually do attempt to learn something new, it'll come that much easier to you. So there you have it, guys. Here's your guide to killing it in 2015. Speaking of things that make you smarter, you're about to start seeing my face a lot more on this channel. See, I host this little web series called Rebel Report, where we fill you in on some of the week's news that you will not find on TV, mainly because we have the stones to say what other peeps won't dare. So be sure to check out our debut on Flama tomorrow morning and every Saturday after. That way you can be smarter than the average bear, especially if that bear watches Fox News. You can also join the conversation on Twitter using the Rebel Report hashtag or in the comments section of each video. Either way, we will be responding to your questions and your comments. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow morning. Get ready to have your minds blown, because if there's anything that I'm good at, it's blowing. Once again, I'm RJ, aka TheNotAdam. I will see you guys next time. This is Rebel Report, the show that Marco Rubio thinks about when he touches himself at night. Anchor baby demonizes childbirth, and babies make bad anchors. Just ask any sailor. Sofia Vergara, a hotter Martha Stewart who's never been to prison. Stop f***ing shooting people.